So, hi guys, myself this is Mahesh, and now I am going to discuss about self-flowing generator. So, basically, as a mechanical engineer and as a technical, we might have heard about perpetual motion machine, like the machine which produces energy, like which produces something output without any work input. So that we might have studied about in thermodynamics or heat transfer somewhere else. So, basically, look, today I am going to discuss about self-flowing generator. So, basically, it will be So basically, the relative discussions are going on the self-flowing generator from past so many years. So it will be like ever since from the first century AD, there have been relative descriptions is going on this topic like self-flowing generator, perpetual motion machines, on how to describe, how to develop these machines and all. And also, so I have come up with an idea known as self-flowing generator, which will locate, which will overcome the defects of that perpetual motion machine. So let's get it into the topic. So basically, first we'll see about introduction. So basically, perpetual motion means like without any work input, it should be able to produce some work output, right? So on the same motto, we have developed a machine known as self-flowing generator. So like once it starts functioning, it will automatically keep on generating work output without any work input. So basically, perpetual motion machine is a topic which will be like some interesting and which will attract the people every time when we discuss about perpetual motion machine. It will be like some interesting and all. So basically, there will be we might have seen in YouTube like magnetic machines with the help of bottles and all, like perpetual motions and all. So which haven't success yet and which don't function continuously. So basically, this area of research is like self-flowing generator. So in this, it will produce an electricity without any external work. So basically, our area of research is based on Robert Boyle self-flowing flask. So basically, it is not an existing system and it is an proposed system. So as we all know that the discussions are going on from a long days on designing these self-flowing generators. And as I already said that we have derived this concept based on the Robert Boyle self-flowing flask. So based on this flask, we have developed this, and also basically this will produce an electricity without any external work. So basically, perpetual motion machines are one which will produce work output without any work input. So this self-flowing generator, we can say it as a perpetual motion machine as it is producing electricity without any work input. So basically, in this project, we have analyzed a business proposal and put forth basically like it will be giving a work output without any input, so that to electricity. So in this modern world, the consumption of electricity is increasing day by day. So this is this per self-flowing generator is useful in such type, and also it is economically feasible as it is very cheap when compared to other electro generating devices. So speaking about the construction, basically we need to locate a plywood with two vertical columns. So basically this bottom black is a plywood and it should have two vertical columns, which is to one is to hold the robot by self-flowing flask and other is to hold the tube. And also we need polyethylene glycol or Budweiser. So basically the liquid which we are using in the self-flowing flask is having low viscosity, low specific gravity and low density. So that if a liquid which is having low viscosity and low specific gravity is poured into that flask, it will automatically rotate. So that's we'll discuss in working principle. So now let's discuss about construction. So basically we need to locate a plywood with two vertical columns. One is used to suspend a flask. As I said, that Robert Boyle flask, and the other is used to hold a pipe. And so basically, after creation of stand, so basically like after creation of stand, we need to create a supporting structure for that Robert Boyle self-flowing flask. And also we need to insert that capillary tube, and the one end of capillary tube is fixed at the bottom of self-flowing flask, and the other end of capillary tube is placed over the head, like as shown in this figure. So in between head and flask, we are going to install a small kind of turbine. So as shown here, like this, we are going to install a turbine. So, so basically, whenever, so we have said like the liquid is low viscosity, low specific gravity, and low density. So whenever the liquid we poured it on self-flowing flask, so it will automatically start flowing through the tube, and it will automatically keep on rotating, such that whenever it falls on turbine, automatically turbine will rotate and automatically electricity will generate. So this is the basic concept upon which we have made a research. So we are as soon as possible this turbine rotates, automatically shaft will rotate, and it is connected to dynamo which will produce electricity. So this is the basic idea behind the self-flowing generator. So yeah, let's discuss about the working principle of self-flowing generator. So basically, as I said, the liquid which we are using in this perpetual motion machine, I mean, this liquid is one which is having low specific gravity, low viscosity, and low density. So let's discuss about working principle. So basically, you will be taking the liquid which is having low viscosity, low specific gravity, and low density is poured into a self-flowing flask. So ASAP we poured that liquid into a self-flowing flask. So because of this low viscosity, low specific gravity, automatically the liquid rises in the other side of tube, and it will reach this starting point, like where we pour into that self-flowing flask, and automatically it will keep on continuing the process, and it will keep on, like the liquid keep on rotating in the capillary tube, and it will, ASAP it falls on the turbine, it will keep on rotating the turbine also eventually. So basically the liquid, so this rotating concept arises as the liquid in the flask has higher density than foam in the tube. So whenever the density is more, automatically it will keep, like it will keep on pushing that foam, and automatically it will keep on rotating. So basically you might have seen like water is having high density, so it will be on like that. So basically when it is having high density, it will keep on rotating. And so this is the basic idea. So this is the self-flowing flask which has been generated by Robert Boyle. And so this is a liquid which is a polyethylene glycol. Whenever we pour the liquid on this self-flowing flask, automatically it will keep on eventually rotating. Like as we show, as I said earlier, like the foam in the tube is having less density than the liquid in the flask. So based upon that principle, it will keep on, like keep on, the process will repeat, like it will come on top and it will automatically rotate. So like this, at the top here, it will, we are going to install turbine, so it will fall on where ASAP it falls on turbine, the turbine will rotate. So basically this self-flowing generator model will work on the formula like P equal to rho GH, so which is hydrostatic pressure equation. So basically P is pressure, like pressure, rho is density of liquid, and G is acceleration due to gravity, and H is height of column. So as I said, the liquid which is having low gravity, low density, and high viscosity. So in this formula, we can calculate like rho is density and G is acceleration due to gravity, and H is height of liquid in the column. So basically, height of liquid in the column, in a sense, in the self-flowing flask, and the distance of liquid at the top of self-flowing flask, and the height at which the capillary tube is kept. This is called the pressure, like we can say height of liquid in the column, and rho is density and G is acceleration due to gravity. So whenever the conditions satisfied, like P equal to rho GH, pressure equal to density into gravity into height. So all these conditions satisfied, the liquid will start eventually keep on rotating in the self-flowing flask, and it will automatically falls on this turbine, and it will automatically rotate the shaft. So basically what we can say, the difference, this So basically this could be enough to produce a continuous liquid flow. So the difference is what we have seen here. So like the liquid in the flask has higher density than foam in the tube. So automatically here the pressure difference will create, right, at the top of the flask and this column, this capillary tube top point. So there will be some difference. Based on this difference, and the liquid in the flask is having higher density, so it will automatically, the liquid will automatically flow through capillary tube easily, and which will enable the continuous flow of liquid in the tube. So which will enable us to produce a power which will be able to rotate the turbine continuously. So now speaking about the advantages of this self-flowing generator. So for every model, unlike every model, we have few advantages as well. So basically, this is clean, affordable energy source. So basically, here we are using polyethylene glycol, and here we are not producing any emissions or something. And here there is no smoke or something. So it is environmental friendly, we can say, and there is no anything like any dangerous emissions or something releasing from this self-flowing generator. So it is environmental friendly, and also it is reliable and sustainable, and also like it doesn't depend on other resources like nature, like fuel, like biofuels, like coal, something and all. So once we arrange that self-flowing generator like a liquid which is having low viscosity, low specific gravity and low density, like this machine, once we set into function, so it will automatically keep on functioning. Like unlike others, it won't depend upon something like coal or fossil fuel or petrol, diesel, something or other. So once it will be keep on functioning, it will automatically keep on functioning. And also, as we discussed, it won't leave any negative impact on the environment. Yes, it won't leave any negative impact on the environment as it is environmental friendly. And also, the one more main example is that the self-flowing generator is least expensive when compared to traditional electric generation methods like hydroelectricity, thermal electricity. So when compared to that, this method we can produce like at cheaper cost only we can able to generate. So this is the main advantage of this self-flowing generator. And also as we discussed, this is clean, affordable energy source. So basically, which is environmental friendly, which doesn't have any emissions or something. So unlike there is disadvantages for everything, the self-flowing generator also have some basic disadvantages. So they are like the fluid will be more expensive. So as we said that self-flowing liquid like polyethylene glycol will be little bit expensive, and it is not available easily in the nature, and also it will took so much time for manufacturing of polyethylene glycol as it is manufactured under controlled and sustained conditions. And also one more disadvantage is this machine is having little bit less efficiency when compared to other traditional methods. So these are the three basic disadvantages what this machine carry, I say. And also upon concluding this topic, so basically it is it is very useful operators to give an output without any work input. So we are producing an output like without giving any work input. So however this project has, so in this project there is no any consumption of energy. Without any consumption of energy, like we are producing that work output, so we can say it is an affordable. And also in the future if we develop such kind of projects, it will be easy as the energy needs are increasing day by day. We can affordable, like it will be easier to overcome such type of things. So basically the fluid which is having low specific gravity, low density, so these kind of fluids with such type of fluids we can easily achieve this self perpetual motion machine, and that this ppm and also the self flowing generator will be easily able to work on such kind of projects. And also, as we discussed in advantages, so this is least expensive, clean, affordable, environmental friendly, and that's is the main advantage of this self-flowing generator. So the liquids which have the following properties like self low viscosity, low specific gravity, low density. So that are the main properties which we are dealing in this project. So that we can easily flow through capillary tube and generating power. So the liquid which is having which satisfy the condition of all these things will easily flow through that tube, flow through that capillary tube, and it will be able to generate a power. Um, so with this, we somehow we will be able to overcome energy needs in this developing world, and also we can match the requirement, I can say. So thank you.